my name is Ravi. And,
Yeah, myself, Nagosa. Yeah.
and we are the proprietors of the Local Harvest, a community kitchen.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Local Harvest and why it is called a community kitchen?
Okay. The Local Harvest, a community kitchen, we have named this restaurant as the Local Harvest because Local Harvest for us it symbolizes the ingredients that we bring, that we source, and it is our vision that we source ingredients from within the state and from our farmers locally, and our target is that we will be able to give back to our community through our sourcing also. That is our target. So we call it the Local Harvest, symbolizing the harvest, rich harvest that the state has to offer. And it's called a community kitchen because this is a place where dishes and everything, it is not of a particular community, but it is going to portray different dishes the communities offer. In Nagaland also we have lots of tribes, and also in the other way it is also a community kitchen because we are also going to have a number of chefs who are not recognized as a professional chef, but then for us we recognize even our own mothers as chefs, and some days we want to invite them to come and be the star chef in our kitchen, and that is why it is a community of different people who love to cook, and so that's why it's also called a community kitchen.
Yeah. Also, I want to add on that.
Yeah.
So in Nagaland, for us, Naga's kitchen is one of our what to say, the place where everything happens. When your close friends, close family comes, we don't take them to another room, but we bring them to the kitchen. Comes out the diverse cuisine that we have. So that is also one idea why it's called the community kitchen. Yes. Yeah.
Can you share a little bit about the background of the story behind your cafe and what inspired you to start?
Yeah. Okay. So I think the most basic reason will be we both like our local cuisine, and then we also sometimes we like to eat out, but we are not so into Chinese cuisine or the other cuisine. So even to eat out, it's very difficult. And so with all that reason, adding one to another, we started our own, and we hope that people like us or even other people who are into other cuisines will come here and enjoy our cuisine, the multiple cuisines that we have. Yes, yes. And if you want to add anything.
Also, since you run this as a couple, and Valentine's Day is coming up, and we want to know a little bit about your story. And as a couple, how do you manage and balance your professional career, running with your coffee, and personal relationship as well as business and work?
So okay, yeah.
We both were working as contractual staffs with the government of Nagaland project, and of course we started last year, September 2023, and even prior to that there were a lot of things like to bring up the structure. Also it requires a lot of our time, and both of us working, committing our time to another job and also giving time here became quite a challenge. And additionally, we also have back then our son was also really young, so we decided that okay, let's one of us do the job elsewhere, and then let us split up the work. And then so my husband, he left the work and he has dedicated all his time here. And so that's how we are managing our time. Yeah.
How do you balance your professional work and your personal relationship?
I think yes, professional wise, I think for us, because we have started as a family business, so it has I mean, the limited time we have at home when we meet up, it's all about discussing about how do we improve this restaurant, how do we improve the business. So I think there is, I don't know if you'll call that a balance or not, but then, I mean, even when we are, even when I'm in my workplace, I concentrate on my workplace, and I rely that my husband is here, so he'll manage this aspect. And then back to family, then of course we also have our family time. We have to be with our kids, and those things are there. But then evenings when we are free, then that's the only time we meet up to discuss for how do we plan forward. No? So yeah, I don't know if we have answered your question, but
Yeah, that's about
You
it.
want to add something?
No, not right. Yeah, yeah.
So and if you can also share about how you guys met, how many years you guys have been married,
yeah.
and how your relationship evolved over the years.
Yeah, this year will be 4 years in marriage. And how we met is we are both from different community, but we are both from the same church. So that's where we met each other. Yes, so we have been friends for long, and then later on we married. Yeah.
As you have mentioned, you both have an intertribal marriage. So how do you build a better relationship despite of the cultural differences?
When it comes to cultural difference, I think we may be from different tribe, but we are both from the Tenimi community. So most things are similar with each other. So I think there wasn't much of a big task to
Yeah.
take it through. Yes.
Yeah. Just that it's I'll share something about my own story about the village, or all of folklore, na? Then there will also be similarities. We also have that kind of similar story, you know. So I think becomes more or less nothing much to cope, nothing too much new to cope also. Yeah.
Also, can you share one thing that keeps the marriage alive and relationship going?
I think that would
think that part, I think as Nagas, we are all Christians, so I think
Okay.
keeping God on the forefront, I think that is the main deal to keep this strong. Otherwise, we do have we have similarities, but we do have our differences also. So there are times when we don't agree upon each other, but then yes, because of that, nah.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, coming back to your cafe, can you mention one special item in the menu that has good sale and people ask for that? Yeah.
Actually, we are still our menu is like we're almost finalized, but then our menu is supposed to be dynamic, and our menu is supposed to capture an essence of what is happening in rural life. So, for example, January and March, till March, roughly, during this time, people in villages, they will be relaxing. Some festivities are over, and then they will be right now like sun-drying paddy, or doing building their paddy, the fields, houses, the thatch houses in the field. And so the kind of food that they eat in the communities will be mostly dried vegetables. And so that is that essence we try to bring in our menu. So for January, February and March, our menu is mostly of dried vegetables. So till today, our experience on our current menu is that people like the one with kolar, smoked pork, and gaki with we use that yam leaf gaki. So that is, I think, one of the people's favorite, customers' favorite, and also the job steers. So those are the two favorite. Yeah.
Can you also tell us how you cope up because with the scarcity of organic vegetables in the market, how do you source your vegetables and how do you keep up with the demand of the cafe?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so sourcing is not easy. Yeah, there is also one big hurdle. But so right now we are depending on the local vendors. But apart from the local vendors, we are also trying to reach out to nearby villages as much as possible. So right now we have tie-up with farmers with Jakama village in Chizami and also Konoma. So those are the 3 villages right now. So slowly we want to expand to, not expand, we want to get in touch with more villages, more farmers, so that we get more diverse ingredients. So yeah.
Yeah, and apart from that, since we also wanted to promote growing your own food in our own urban spaces. So yeah, our cafe, we are trying to like at least the most basic herbs like coriander or maybe mint or nitso or the most basic herbs we are trying to cultivate ourselves. And then we also appreciate when customers, they just pluck and use it for their own, garnishing and all. That we appreciate, and it's meant for customers to do that also. And that's why all our decors we're trying to make it into full of herbs and yeah. And the other aspect is that we are also trying to, in a smallest way, also give some income to 1 or 2 urban growers we have identified in Kohima city itself. So what we do is we give them seeds, planters, and the soil. All those we give them, and then for each pot that they grow for us, we pay them a small amount of money. So I think that way mutually we also benefit from them, and also they also earn. Even the most meager also, we are happy to let them earn. Yeah.
Yes.
The prices of your menu displayed is very reasonable, and but the prices of the organic vegetables are very high.
Yeah.
And so how do you intend to compete in the rapidly expanding market of the cafes and restaurants? And also, especially considering with the high cost associated with the organic products, if you can mention, and do you have any strategy in place in this competitive?
Yeah. I think rightly pointed, our ingredients are all locally sourced, so it's very expensive, and to make our prices equal to the any other cafe which uses other market ingredients, it becomes challenging. That if we price it a little higher, then we don't get good customer base. And also because our area here, we also have a lot of young people aspiring to, for exams, coming and giving exams. So we can also price our menu very high. So we try to keep it at a margin where even both office goers and also our students or young people also can come and access the food here. And yes, it's challenging, but then right now our strategy is how do we build a customer base who would come seeking for food which is healthy. And and then later, right now what we offer is mostly promotional prices. So later, once we get a good customer base, and when people know that what we're eating is it's really sourced from locally. Once that is built, then I think we can also afford to raise a little bit more. Right now we can't. If we raise more, then we cannot get a good customer base. So we are trying to manage at lesser profit and also getting more customers. So I think partly that is our strategy. Yeah.
Also another, I think, should I say strategy? But there is right now we have so many health issues in Nagaland, which is most of them are related to food also. So here I think looking back, the traditional Naga food which we used to have, I think it's very good for health. So we want to promote health also. So through health also we want to consider that also as a strategy. That's why here in our restaurant, as much as possible, the food which we give, we try to not put too much salt, but minimize it and give it to people. And also, if you look at most restaurants, especially considering that now we have our kids on our own, so it's very difficult for us to go to a restaurant and order something for our kid. So in future we will have, right now also we are trying, but in future definitely we will have a menu which is safe for kids to have and which is also organic and safe and healthy. So I think those are our strategies.
Strategy,
Yeah.
So it's good to see you coming up with new menus also. But for now, who are your customers?
Mostly office goers, and then or during exam that when people come to appear exams, because we are just located near the exam center. So those days those are the most rush hour times for us. Yeah, young people, no? Yeah, so those two. Yeah, and family dining we get sometimes.
So, and also, what message would you like to give to the younger generation, upcoming entrepreneurs, and also new couples, or newly married, who is starting their life now?
Yeah.
I think from my side, I'll say food, in whatever time we are living, food is it's always going to be there. And who are the ones growing our food? It's our farmers. So I think we always have to acknowledge our farmers, praise them, and also give them the due respect. So I think if we are able to do that, I think we are doing so much on our part also. Yeah. And yeah.
From my end, I think we are also a struggling entrepreneur. I should say we are very new and very new in this field. But now, even during our generation, jobs, getting paid jobs have become very scarce. And even for our children, thinking for our children also, we would, for us, as parents, we would wish that there are job opportunities that we create for our own children also. So even for maybe our younger people or younger couples also, especially for younger couples, it's best that you start early if you are really planning on starting an entrepreneur business. And because honestly, with kids, when you have kids also coming, then it becomes quite a challenge to divide your time between family, between your business, everything. So once you get married, you start off with whatever dream you have. I think that would be a message for young people. I think when you have that energy and the time, then it's the best time to start. No? And you can't depend on waiting for government jobs or any other colored jobs anymore, no? Nowadays.
Yeah, and also I think now even many doctors used to say, even in Nagaland also, like these diabetes or high blood pressure, those are not sickness of the elderly anymore. Even young people are getting that now. So I think we should go back to our roots and start eating our own cuisine and start living a healthy life again. So yeah, that would be my message to young people.
Our menu here, what we have right now here is this is with smoked pork and fresh green vegetables, seasonal vegetables. This one is with dried beef and mustard leaf, dried mustard leaf. And this one is with collar, then dried yam leaf and smoked pork. Then this one is nagadal. It's steamed nagadal. And this one is sticky rice roti. And this one is job steer
With sticky rice.
with sticky
Black
rice. Yeah, black rice. And this one is nagadal with akuni and tree tomato chutney.
So this is what you make every day on daily
Yes,
basis?
yes.
Or?
Yeah.
So which one is the most sold product
This one is the most sold product, this one. And this is a new addition, very recent. And this also a very new addition. This one is with 200, for one plate it's 200. And there's the one with smoked pork and fresh vegetables, so 200. And this job steer, it comes along with this, either one of the chutneys, which is this one, which is 50 rupees. And this one also 50 rupees. And also,
It's also 50
even this one. So you can have an option of having jeopsy with either one of them.